If we're considering a win making the playoffs 1 year, we're a sad organization.
We are a sad organization.
We are.
Joe.
We're
we are a sad. Welcome back to Locker Podcast. I know we haven't uploaded in a while, but we'll get right to that in a second. We got Patrick Hefright, we got Ryan Rodriguez, and we got Joseph Morales. Yeah! All right,
Been
so like
so
I said,
long.
we'll get right into it, why we have not uploaded. Who wants to take it away?
I got it.
Ryan's got it.
So, the reason as to why we haven't been uploading is because we're trying to get some good guests for you guys. Like, legit good guests. Like, we had Fenfert 2 episodes ago. We had intern John.
Do you want to name the guests, or do you want to just give them arbitrary names?
Why would we give them arbitrary names if they're gonna come on? So we're trying to get do you have the list up?
All right, so the next 3 weeks we are trying to get the following people. We're trying to get James Flannery, who is a junior.
He's just
sophomore.
Plays D1 lacrosse at Navy.
Sophomore plays D1 lacrosse.
Brother of
at Navy,
cousin of Peter.
At Naval Academy, and went to prep, played hockey and lacrosse. Then the following week, we're trying to get Denny McCarthy, who, if you don't know, PGA Tour Pro, UVA, and prep grad. Then the following week, we're considering getting Andrew Kane, currently serving Marine. That's right now. He's in Cali, but he came back from Africa a while back. So that'd be pretty cool to talk to him about how that went. That's our current plan, but so far scheduling just hasn't worked out the way we wanted it to. So that's what's been going on.
Yeah, I mean, like every guest we try to get, either we get a late response or, it just times doesn't work out. Like, we've tried to get Denny on for the past 2 weeks, but he's been participating in, he was in the Waste Management Pro-Am, and then what was the one he was just previously?
I forget what it was called, but it was at Pebble Beach.
Yeah, so whatever Pro-Am was at Pebble Beach, he's been busy. And we forgot. We couldn't get a message out to him in time for this week's episode. So
I do have an update from him, by the way. I mean, It's not nothing you guys don't know already, but
we'll talk about that later when we're not on.
Any result from the zoologist?
Oh yeah, right.
No, there's nothing there.
Nothing from
what happened to the mayor? I thought we emailed.
Oh, I got a response email back.
We need Hogan.
I got an email back when we tried to get Larry Hogan.
Oh my gosh.
Hogan, if you're listening, probably aren't.
You know what the email said? It was a very short email.
Come to our
I'm not going to pull it up, but I could just tell you what it says.
What does it say?
It says the mayor is not or the governor is not available for these times. That's it. The funniest part is it was like a week ago, but the time we requested was like a month ago. So
that's pretty funny.
I don't know why you responded at that point.
Hey, at least he saw it. At
least we got a response back.
I know. Something's better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you always got to start somewhere, and just shooting in the dark.
Well said.
One day we're gonna hit something.
Well, we are going to. That's
always hit.
That's how we got
something.
Denny. That's how we got Denny McCarthy.
Did he gave you a response for next week?
Yeah, basically, hopeful future guests Andrew Kane and Denny McCarthy both have an off week. I think next week. So yeah, next week Denny McCarthy and Andrew Kane both have an off week, so we might have to record 2 episodes in 1 week. But that's fine by me. So
there's only going to be 3 of us there, though.
Wait, what?
That's an open shot.
Come on, man. Damn.
Well, it actually does depend. I have a pretty packed week because now I have soccer practice every day for prep as well.
Joseph is a busy man. He's a
Yeah,
busy
can you
man.
believe that soccer is starting for the IAC? You
Mhm.
know,
It's well, as of now, we
Sports-
only got 3 teams participating, which are Bolus, Prep, of course, and Landon.
Well, those are the main three, aren't they?
yeah. What?
Everyone else is
no,
doo-doo.
no. We have 4. So we have 4 teams participating in 3 games. That's what I thought of it. So Bolus, Prep, and St. Albans, and Landon. So
Now St. Albans is pretty good, right? Like,
They're solid. Yeah.
St. Albans
I
is
know-
a solid team. It's usually us and St. Albans.
how's the team looking this year?
Pretty good, I'll say. We got some big shoes to fill in because we lost, I think, 15 seniors from last year.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Wow.
what?
There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of.
I don't think we had 15 kids on the JV hockey team.
Yeah, we had 25 total kids last year, 15 seniors. There's a lot
Oh my God.
a lot of seniors, yeah. So
Not even
yeah, but a lot of open spots, a lot of good young talent that have been scoping out. So high hopes. But the IAC, what we've heard is emphasizing to have a full-on spring season because they didn't have one last year. So that's why winter was so short. I don't even think winter had games, and now fall's only having up until spring break. So it's a little bit over a month,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes straight into the spring season. Which Ryan, any updates on baseball?
Yes. So right now we're just hitting right now for baseball, but I think we are able to start practices in about a month, a little under a month, and I think we could start scrimmages like late March and then games hopefully by early spring or early April, I should say. But yeah, I think we'll have just IEC play, but I don't know. I think the scrimmages are going to be from like out of league games, so fingers crossed on that. But yeah, Hefright and Colin, what about anything from hockey? What's going on there? Anything?
The season's actually over.
Season's
It
over.
was a pretty
This was-
dead season.
We could jump to the next topic with this. So
Well, yeah.
Oh,
we just transitioned right into this. So
that was good. That
Hefright,
was
this
good.
This is more of your thing. So I'm gonna let you take this one away.
We're bringing back a.
Well, I think Colin, I think you can also be a part of this too.
I know, but it's mainly Hefright.
We
we're
might need to
bringing-
even bring Demers into this, but
We're
Oh.
bringing back a Hefright segment. This
Oh,
one's
no.
called Hef got exposed to Rona, and then in brackets it's again. So
again,
yeah. So what the
Round
quarantine? What's the quarantine life like? I'll
Terrible.
try to give you guys a
Sucks.
decent, fun, little in-depth view into my life, like an eyeglass, maybe like a telescope. Like I'm the sun, you're the you don't look at the sun with a telescope. I'm
What
the
telescope-
moon.
What are you?
What
What
are you
telescope
talking
you
about?
using?
Just
What?
continue. Let's skip over that.
I'm the moon. You have a telescope.
all right.
you're
Can you?
Batman.
Get to the
All
point.
right.
Get to the point.
Here we go. So basically, what is it like? So one day I go to school. Me and Demers, we drive.
This was Friday.
This is
last
Friday.
Friday.
And on
Friday.
that topic, I lost my wallet. Don't have that either. So I don't have my credit card, license, student ID. It's all gone. It's gone. It's gone. But other than that,
Wow.
right? So my life, it's going bad. All right. I don't have my wallet. It's my most important thing other than my phone. And then I get to school. I'm chilling out with my boys. We're talking. We're doing some math homework together. Dean Rod, Ryan's dad, comes up to me. He's like, Hefright, you gotta go. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What's wrong? He's
You
like,
gotta go.
like, you need to come to my office.
Gotta go.
Like, you come to my office, you need to call your dad. You're going home. I'm like, what do you mean I'm going home? I'm just trying to chill at school, man. What's up? He goes, Demers is positive for COVID. You gotta go home. Now, we don't know where Demers got this. We're still we try to figure it out. He went with one of his buddies, Lewis, because he also tested positive, and they were at a lunch on Saturday. So we're guessing that it happened then. And every day after that, it was just like forming, because it takes like 3 to 5 days to form up. So it makes sense. It aligns. And right now we've just been relaxing. I don't know. Some days I just think Demers is dead. I don't see him around the house at all. He kind of just sits in his room, COVID quarantines, like the usual. I've been quarantining the same way. I've picked up a couple things to do, like I started this 75-day challenge, which is pretty cool. Like, I wanted to get on something. So it's like 2 45-minute workouts a day. You got to follow a diet, no cheat meals. You got to drink 1 gallon of water a day, read 10 pages of a book, but it has to be like either a serious nonfiction book or like not like a kid's book.
So not Diary of the Wimpy Kid, but
none of
something
that.
more
No,
high.
Oh,
I'm
get
actually,
out of here. If it doesn't have pictures, I'm not reading it.
I'm reading a book-
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm reading a book by a author named Herman Hesse. It's called
Herman
Siddhartha.
Hesse.
It's about how this main character Siddhartha follows the steps to enlightenment. So it's a pretty interesting story. I'm like 30 pages into it right now. Right now he's become a shaman man, and he stars himself, and he is on his way to nirvana. And he just left the shaman man, and I'll update you guys next week. But you
This
know,
guy's mature. This guy's an adult. Hefright, you're an
He's a
adult.
scholar.
This kid's reading. This kid's
Yeah.
reading out of a book.
Hefright, when was the last time you actually read a book? Other
last
than-
night.
Other than like the
Before
past
Four
couple
Different book
days?
that was not for school.
Oh, never. Probably
Okay,
last
nice.
year.
Yeah, this kid is aging.
But yeah, that's it. I got my new protein powder today. It's got 50 grams.
No, we didn't ask. We did not. We didn't
I-
ask.
you
So
asked me
I'll just
what
tell
code
my side of the story of this.
Yeah.
While Hefright's going through all this, me and my brother are driving to school. We pull in at around 7:50, so it's fine. So I'm sitting in the library, right, getting ready for first period, and at 8, I remember the exact time. It was 8:12. It was 8:12. I get
On
a
the
text
dot.
from Condren, and Condren's like, "Hey, if you were at practice last night, go see Dean Rod in the parking lot."
In the parking lot, you better get beat up.
I know. I was like,
That
is he luring me in? Is this something about to be some gang violence?
Dean
You
Rod
are
right there
gonna
waiting
destroy
for
the
you.
entire
Metal
hockey
jacket on.
team.
So
What?
Yeah, and
dramatic.
then,
No.
but then I'm like, all right, I don't really want to, but I'll do it. And then I
Nice.
look over to my left, and Billy Alston's all the way down on the other side of the library, and he's getting up. So I go and ask him what happens, and he's like, I think someone tested positive at practice last night. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. So me and Billy walk out to Dean Rod, who's standing alone in the parking lot. I was wondering what he was doing, but then he was like, hey, you guys had a positive last night. So you guys, I'm assuming you both drove here, so you guys need to go home. And and I've been here since. Then I guess my quarantine story is just this. I was kind of moping, I guess, because I can't really do anything.
That's so much fun.
It's very fun.
Dude,
On-
I picked up boxing. It's great.
Boxing's fun.
Dude,
Boxing.
I've been doing that every night. My buddy Patty McCarthy
We
recommended
should get him
it.
on the podcast to talk about boxing.
Yeah, no, it's a good time.
That's actually a good idea.
He gave me a bunch of workouts. It's really fun. I recommend it for you guys, and I just think it's a good time, being in quarantine.
Wait, if you test negative, are you able to like get out of?
Yeah, I'm just
quarantine,
waiting
or-
for this email. Like, okay, so I also, over the weekend, I went and got a PCR test, and that came back negative. So
See that? Love to see that.
it was it was early though. So I mean, it depends when I was exposed. But yeah, I'm just waiting for this email because right now I think I'm 90% in the clear, but
Mhm.
the other 10% is just this negative test coming back because I feel fine. So
Okay, I see that. Love to see it. Love to see it. Other news: what happened 2 weeks ago? I think
Yeah,
the
Super Bowl.
Tampa Bay Bucks win Super Bowl 55.
51.
What, Colin? That was a
Upset.
very. Why are you upset? Why are you upset?
I'm
Oh,
so
God.
tired of Tom Brady winning.
Why?
Seven.
No.
Seven.
I appreciate how great he is. He's the greatest player ever. I'm not denying that.
He is the certified GOAT.
But it's the same thing every year.
No, it isn't.
It's
No,
like
it
the NBA.
No, it's not.
Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl every year.
Dude, Tom Brady won what?
he
won,
wasn't
like,
in the last Super Bowl.
Was he
What
in
did he
there
do?
last
He
year?
won-
Last
Okay,
year's.
he's been in 15% of all Super Bowls or something ridiculous.
That's an F.
That
Yeah.
That's
He
an F.
failed.
Do better. Do
That's
better.
a fat F.
God.
That's an ugly
Joe,
F.
Joe, in his career, he has a more likely chance of getting to the Super Bowl. It's winning the Super Bowl, or
He's getting
Steph
to.
Curry
He's getting
has
to.
it in the
it's
three.
he has a better chance of getting to the Super Bowl than Steph Curry makes a three.
That's so impressive.
Bro, it's
That's-
so impressive, but
And then-
it's like the NBA. Like the reason I'm not a huge NBA fan is because the finals for 4 years in a row were the exact same. And it's just
LeBron.
Tom Brady. He's too
LeBron.
good. Get him out of here.
LeBron.
He should get
Well,
banned.
LeBron.
you see,
And then-
you can look at it as Tom Brady winning, but I'm looking at it as Antonio Brown winning. That's what I want. That's what I love. Antonio Brown, comeback of the year. Comeback.
Alex Smith,
Second.
Antonio
Alex Smith is
Brown,
comeback player.
Antonio Brown, comeback.
Alex Smith, move over. We have a new
Man,
comeback player of the
man is
year.
at the
Move over. Antonio Brown is taking your spot.
Mm-hmm.
Comes
then
back and wins
Also, what were you gonna say, Joseph?
I said the man was at the wazoo in the beginning of the year, comes back in and scores a touchdown in the Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl. Like,
Who
come
says
on.
Wait,
he's
was
still
that
not off
this
the
year?
wazoo?
Was that this year, or like this season?
I know. I think it was
He
like,
signed with the Bucks in like week 5 or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Was it- was
last season was like the Raiders, Patriots, and all that mess. And then
The when he kind of fell off. No.
he was like, I'm boxing now. I'm gonna box Logan Paul or something like that. And then
Oh my God!
The
yeah.
time where he went nuts, got cut from 3 teams, got frostbite in a what's it called? Hyperbolic chamber or something.
Yeah.
Refused to wear a
The
different helmet and got cut from the Patriots.
It was a mess.
It was
His
the
man
Raiders.
was a mess.
He got cut from he got cut from the Raiders because he refused to wear the helmet, and then the Raiders came out with a statement of what was it, like sexual assault charges, right?
Oh,
yeah, he got
yeah.
hit with
That was after though he signed. I think he signed with the Patriots, and then
Yeah, and then they came out. What?
then he
Although
got
I
cut
will
from the
say,
Patriots.
seeing Antonio Brown's just shenanigans on Hard Knocks last year was very funny.
It was funny.
That was
It was
pure
funny.
content.
And then also, I need to tell the viewer something. I know Joseph is taking the Chiefs' loss very seriously, very personally, because
Here we go.
he's actually the long lost brother of Patrick Mahomes. If you guys didn't know that already.
it was a
So-
road.
Jackson Mahomes is not Patrick's brother. I mean, look at him. He's just a completely different personality.
No,
Joseph is an athlete.
when I was
athlete.
born,
He
when I was born
embodies-
in the family, they're like, we've had enough athletes. We need this charismatic character, so they threw me out.
There's
I
actually a
mean-
reason Joe's playing soccer, not football. It's because when
Exactly.
Joe was younger, he used to just dominate Patrick,
I know. I was
and he just got kicked out because he was too good.
I mean,
Realize
look at
there's
this
a
though.
10-year age gap.
It doesn't matter. I still won.
He used to
Five-year-old
dominate.
Joe,
Patrick Mahomes.
5-year-old Joe versus 15-year-old Patrick. I'm taking Joe all the way. Hammer time.
Easily.
If you
Hammer it in.
watch my Turkey Bowl Thanksgiving football game, and I'm
Oh my God.
Oh wait, that kid's got to be related to Mahomes. You see, I'm dropping dimes, 3 touchdowns. I think last year my stats were like 200 yards, throwing, 150 rushing, 3
What are you
touchdowns.
playing on a full
And-
field? What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, 3 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. I was
Yup.
dog.
Get him in the TFL. Team Sweat is drafting him.
Bro, I reached out to
Oh.
put you on the TFL on my TFL team, and you were like, "No."
I
And
could
was like,
barely get on this
"Damn, he's too
podcast.
good."
You think I could get on the
No, you
TFL?
can't get on the podcast.
I
You're a
can't.
guest.
I
The
was-
topic stock says no guest, but it's actually Joe guest.
We should change that to Joseph Morales.
I know.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just too busy. I mean, this summer maybe I would love to play flag football this summer.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my gosh. If we change it to flag, I'd be a force to be reckoned with.
Flag
Yeah,
football
it's a
fun.
touch football league, and you reach out for stiff arms.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. I'll stiff arm.
You gotta stiff arm
Dude,
people
you-
in a touch football league. A touch football league where they just touch you. Where if they touch you with 2
This
hands,
kid just
and you're
tackles
reaching out to make
people.
the contact. You're going,
Dude,
pop.
oh my god. Could you imagine if it was tag or like flag football? The stiff arms would be crazy. I'd be
Yeah,
going.
but it's touch. You're touching them to down yourself. You're essentially sliding.
Well, according to the CDC, flag football is much more safe because you're not trying to grab a person, you're trying to grab a flag. So
We don't play this TFL during COVID. You know, since it's all been shut down, we don't play during.
Exactly. We have not played
Yeah.
since like.
that makes a lot of sense.
We do take
That's why I
the
asked you.
necessary precautions to keep everyone safe,
Exactly. Safety is
As-
the number one priority.
but it clearly hasn't worked over the past couple of weeks. But it's okay. We'll
Yeah, like if you play during COVID,
as half the podcast is in a quarantine right now.
you're a menace to society if you play during COVID times. Gosh,
What was that?
menace. Oh,
Well, if you think about it, we're almost about
Got
to
him
hit
in
1 year.
4K.
What'd you say,
About-
Joseph?
I say we're almost about to hit 1 year. March 13th is coming around. It's just
Oh
almost
my
done.
god!
It's gonna be one.
What's the
'Cause,
1
like,
year
I'm still trying
anniversary
to
of the
process
podcast?
last March, and in March 2021 is already coming around. It's
Is that the 1
crazy.
year anniversary of the podcast?
no, Colin. Did we?
It's
start
definitely
that?
like April, like right around there.
Is it like?
I
I feel like
it
it's
was Outer
early
Banks
April.
time.
We started now.
Hold on. There's a way to fix this.
Oh, this is sick. I'm looking at the COVID chart, and we are down. We're back down to like numbers we had
Okay,
in
so
like.
this drive has the original files
Really?
Mhm.
of
Oh,
the
yeah.
That in
podcast.
April?
Let's see what the original date was. When's the podcast anniversary? I probably should know this, but
Hold on. When you guys went back to school, sorry for you viewers at home. This is my first week back. I'm going back to play soccer and going back online. But when I went in, were you guys like looking around for some of the seniors, like graduated seniors, or was that just me?
what do you mean graduated? Are you talking about like
Oh,
the current
'Cause, like
seniors?
I walked on campus and did not feel like a junior. I walked on campus feeling like
I know what you mean. Yeah, yes, bro. I
Really?
feel
Oh,
like
weird.
a sophomore.
yeah, I did not think I was good because I mean I was pretty close with a couple of seniors, so I was like looking for some of my senior friends, and I was like, oh my gosh, it just felt so weird.
No, it time flies. Time
No,
is
it's
flying.
weird. Like it didn't feel like we transferred from juniors to seniors. It really didn't.
Well, that's just because of the virtual thing. Also, the 1 year anniversary of the podcast is April 7th. So
April 7th. But yeah,
That's-
COVID,
That's the last day of spring break.
is it?
Yeah, it's that Wednesday. We go back April 8th.
Dude, what?
Definitely
Okay,
upload an episode.
off topic. What's up with that? What's up with like us going back to school on Wednesdays or like Thursdays? Like our winter break ended on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Our spring,
It's weird.
stupid.
I don't know why, but
We do
stupid.
we
nothing in
haven't had a
those
whole lot of
days.
school.
Because it's like, if you think about it, you're like, oh, just give us that day off. But if you give us like those 2 days off, but it actually ends up being 4 days because it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And what's wrong with that?
4.
No, the
You
problem
know,
with
I'm
that,
not a
Hefright, is
teacher.
because they
I think
haven't
that's
taught a
perfectly
whole lot of
fine.
stuff. They're losing every Wednesday, so instead of 5-day weeks,
I-
where you
I
go Monday,
calculated
Tuesday,
it.
Wednesday, Thursday,
They
Friday, you go
lose-
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well,
We're losing a lot
the
of
way I looked at it, we lose 20 days or like it's 30 days,
A
and
month.
Jeez.
A month is
But-
a lot.
A month is a lot.
Because
you think about
that's like a full month without any weekends because those are just Wednesdays. So that's
listen.
That's a month full of school days.
If you think about that though, say you have to log in 180 days of school,
Mhm.
right? And then account for where am I going with this?
I do not know.
I'm lost. Okay, because the way I think about it is there are like days built in for snow days, and that's why we haven't had like when it snows. Like normally today would have gotten canceled
Yeah.
because
Easily.
you wouldn't be able to get onto
We
campus.
were out of those.
But we don't have those snow days, so you add them onto the school day, and I'm completely fine with that because we wouldn't have to push into like a later June, like get out. We can still get out like maybe 10 days later, relatively around the same time, because if you don't if you don't include those snow days, or like if you just take them away completely. And the Wednesdays, you're missing a lot more than you think. And there's like you have to get 180 days of school in.
Did y'all hear that we might do summer school, or like some states might do summer school?
That would suck.
Can you imagine if we had
Ryan,
done
Ryan, I have a question.
what's up?
I mean, this is mainly I'm asking this because your dad's the dean of students.
That is
Are we gonna
correct.
have finals this year?
That is a good question.
Rumor has it, what I've heard from a couple of kids, that they're saying that they think that it's only AP classes are having finals.
That makes sense. Only AP had
Yeah.
midterms too.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of people still have to take like AP midterms, but that's just up to the teachers that are enforcing them. Like,
Bro, we haven't had a midterm or a final since sophomore year midterms. That is wild.
I mean, honestly, I
I'm
don't
not
mind it.
complaining.
I don't mind midterms.
Ain't no complaints.
Ain't no
What did you say,
complaint.
Colin?
So it depends. It depends.
Shut
What
up.
did you say,
Huh?
Colin?
No, stop.
Shut
Stop.
up.
You just say
Don't even speak.
Leave.
Colin,
Leave the Zoom
Leave?
call.
Colin, turn around and talk to your wall. I'm sick of you.
Hey,
how you
doing?
You just said that you don't mind midterms?
What is
I was
wrong
referring
with
to
you?
the week.
Huh?
Because besides the actual test, it's just
Oh
like
no, the tests are terrible.
because like midterms isn't just a week; it's like a whole 3 weeks because you got 2 weeks to prepare, and that stuff is stressful. Then
No,
taking
I
the
know.
test,
I was referring to like, I'm not gonna lie. Just you go take a 2-hour test, which isn't fun, but then you just are on campus with all your friends, just kind of hanging out.
have you ever had 2 midterms in one day?
Have I? One.
Yeah.
Like I've had, yeah.
No,
Those are
it
not-
sucks. It is.
Those are
Those are the worst days. Those are
I
the
remember.
worst days.
Remember last year we had that snow day, that week snow day
Oh,
in like the middle. It was like
that was like
snow,
killer.
rain.
It was like
and,
today,
cancel,
or
and I was
like
like
even less
so
than today.
weird. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
much worse than today. And no, I'm saying like there was
Like,
no snow on the ground. And then they pushed back the math and language on the same day, and that was dreadful.
That might have been my
okay.
worst day.
I'm
Like, that
sorry.
prep.
I didn't mind that. And you guys can say otherwise, but if you think about it, that clutched up and gave me another day to study because like math midterm was not my hardest. And neither was the English. Because
Geometry?
Geometry Frank?
yeah.
Geometry was
3 out of the 4 of us
horrible.
were in the same Frank class.
The only
I had
thing I
no
got
clue
wrong,
what was
the
going
only
on.
thing I got
Bro,
wrong on that
same.
Frank,
I was
No
slow.
chance.
I opened that thing and was like, this is gonna be a long 2
dude, I
hours.
just got like a 90
There's
on
no
that. Because,
prayer here.
dude, the only thing I got wrong on that was like the props where you had to guess the terms, not the fill-in ones. Like I literally studied everything.
Bro,
I got-
on the math final, Jesus is not passing that test.
dude, I think I got a 90. I genuinely
God saves all, but he's not saving me on math
If
tests.
No.
we have a math final this year, I
got
am.
like a 60 on that on the Swami math final.
No,
Or-
This Frank
sorry.
pulled me aside and she was like, Joseph, I'm so happy for what you got on. Like, I know you worked hard for this. I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, I did well. I look back, I got a 72. She was like happy that I passed. I'm like, not that bad.
Oh,
Not that
Damn.
bad. I'm like, "Am I-"
Damn.
I was like, I like logged into
That's
the thing,
cold.
and
that's
my
just an
heart
insult. That's
sank.
not a compliment.
I was like, she really thought I'm like, wow.
Like, if you said that to me, I wouldn't be that surprised. But like,
No, I thought I was hitting high 80s, maybe a 90. At 72, she was happy I passed and
mine.
acted like I got a 99. I was so that's where I was in Frank. For the viewers at home, that's where I was in geometry.
No,
I
it's
was
bad.
taking geometry and geometry support. It still barely passed.
Me and Joseph were in the
Geometry,
same geometry
trigonometry,
support
anything
class.
that began with tree, Joe's got it.
Yeah, you got geometry,
You mean
trigonometry,
ends with tree?
tree. I got it. Quick math.
Got it.
No, that geometry support class was goated. That thing was so much fun. I got nothing done in that class. That's probably
I wish
why.
I wish I was in
72?
Frank.
What?
No wonder you got a 72. You got nothing.
Yeah, I know. Because I mean, I was in geometry support. I was at the same table as Isaiah. So you
Oh,
could
no chance.
imagine.
Not a prep.
And to the left of me was Mike Kellen's staff. So
Oh god.
we got nothing done. And Ryan was there. Me and Ryan used to play. You remember that we played?
I gave Joseph one of my AirPods when we'd play
remember
music,
that.
and I would just like, oh my god.
We would play the stupidest songs. And then, what, DeCaro, is that his name?
Yeah, DeCaro.
Yeah, he was the proctor, and he was just fed up with us. And later, like the last week, he was like, "I know all y'all gonna fail anyways. We're not gonna help."
Oh my god. That was pretty fun though. It was pretty fun being in that class. But yeah.
No, I remember when I was talking to someone about the midterms week and they were like, it doesn't feel the same because we were all on Zoom and we learned nothing. We did
Oh
nothing.
no,
in the
we
class.
didn't know what we were doing, and the teachers didn't know what they were doing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like last year's Zoom, the beginning was actually kind of fun because teachers had no clue what they were doing.
No
Yeah,
one
yeah,
had
wait.
any idea.
Teachers, like half the time, teachers would end class after 10 minutes because they're just like, "I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Y'all can go." I was like, "I'm fine with that."
Zoom this year is obviously a lot better than last year. But
Well, like looking from the learning point of view, yeah. But like some of these classes, like some are still like better in person because sometimes I get my gaze taken away where it's a more like when a teacher will lecture, I don't pay attention at all.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
so hard. It's so hard.
If there's a teacher listening to this right now, I'm looking at you right in the camera.
Hold on.
I'm
hold
looking
on.
at you.
I'm looking at you.
I'm sorry, but when you guys are lecturing, I don't pay attention. It's just not happening. Not
In-
happening.
The message from
Hefright's
Hefright.
not the only girl in the world that does this. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like, it is so hard to focus when the teacher's just talking. Online, it's just so hard. There's so many things going
Okay,
on.
can we not like take shots at Mr. Fenford here? Because
I'm not.
I'm not taking a
Mr.
shot.
Fenford does do
Mr.
lectures. You guys
Pepper
are
doesn't
allowed that.
lecture.
Benford is not one of those
Benford,
teachers.
you do a good job because
No,
you
because
put notes
listen.
up on the board and I will take them.
Yes, I'm talking about when the
Oh, you're
teacher.
talking about straight lectures where they
Your
don't write
quizzes
anything. They're just talking.
easier,
Yes,
please.
I'm talking
Oh,
about
you're
when
talking about those.
when
Never
the
mind.
teacher's standing up like this. He like, so the battle of 1992, the leaders of the war were all over the place.
Hefright, who are you intimidating? Who
Um,
are you
Take the shot.
I'm not calling any.
imitating?
I'm not calling any of them.
No, but like when the teacher's just up there, like
Just
rambling,
straight talking.
you can't like if they share the screen and there's notes, I'm taking those notes. But if it's nothing, then it's like I get lost.
Yeah, exactly.
And
There's
like
a couple classes which when I was in person were so much better.
yeah,
I'll name some of these teachers, name check these teachers because they were fun classes. Mr. Fenford was one of them. That class was much better in person. In Doc Henny, that was a very fun class. I'm not sure if I should say that one, but
and you miss the aspect of kind of like goofing off in class.
Yeah, like,
'Cause, like-
oh my god, when I went to school, it was so much fun because I actually studied for tests and quizzes, and I got to have fun while knowing the information. Like,
You miss that aspect of
it
like
brings you
being
back
there.
to why you came to prep.
I actually did. I managed to get a 45 on my my Barry test though,
Out of 50 or out of 100?
out of 100.
Oh. Oh.
I got a
That's
30.
impressive.
I got a 33 out of 70.
Oh, hey, could have been worse. Could have been worse.
How is that possible? What
Well,
test
as
was-
former guest Mr. Fenford says, you hate to see it.
That was the hardest test I've
hate-
ever taken. That was it was so hard because he the way he teaches, and I love the guy, but he'll give us the information and you can study all you want, but the way he had the test format set up was you have to memorize, like, know the poems in and out, but you don't get them. You don't get to see the poems, you don't get to read them on spot. And he was like, it's not an open book. This is you know the poem or you don't. Which is fair. I just wish I knew that before going into the test, because I probably would have had a much better time, like, if I actually would have like read them more than I did. Like, I read them a few times, right? Don't get me wrong, but I didn't read them like the 10 or 20 times that I should have to understand and fully grasp all the concepts. And it showed.
Hefright, was that your lowest grade yet so far? Or
Yeah, actually, what was that? What's like a 46 or something? Or 44 was my lowest grade.
Hefright, you know what my lowest grade has been so far?
What?
In math, I got a 37 on a
We want to
quiz.
focus on the lows. Because I like focusing on the
Colin, what was your lowest grade, quiz or test this year? Say it.
Oh, this year.
This year.
This year and all time are two different answers.
All right, say I want to hear all time because you
All
were like
time,
you're like, oh god.
I got a 0 on a math quiz once.
Oh,
Right. It was a Semeka math quiz, Semeka pop quiz.
that's freshman year, Colin. That's freshman year.
You said all time.
Oh my god. No, I know, but like, how did you get a 0 in algebra 1?
I'm not a good math
Oh my
student.
gosh, algebra 1 was horrid for me.
What are you guys talking about? That was so easy.
That was my easiest math class. But hey, I took algebra.
I'm not a
1
big
in eighth
numbers
grade,
guy,
honestly.
which is why I did actually better in geometry because props are much more similar to like vocab than.
Props are so annoying because you had to like study them like vocab. Like
That's two different ways of thinking though. You're more
Miss-
like math when it comes to math. You're more
Miss Frank
numbers
was like, I
and
remember
less words, and I'm more words and less numbers. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
no, I
Miss
get
Frank-
that.
Miss
then
Frank was like,
Yeah.
Hefright was in my class, so he would know. Miss Frank would always say, it's not about memorizing it, it's about knowing it.
No, it was
Frank-
About
100%.
Miss
Those
memorizing.
are the
I
two
love
same
you,
things.
Dad.
That's the same thing.
Miss Frank, I love you to death. You were a great teacher, but it was all about memorizing.
It was all about
I tried
memorizing.
learning. It was
No,
all-
there was no learning because they would ask you, you have to learn what it means to have two triangles that share
It
the
was
same
logic, yeah.
line. No. I'm gonna memorize it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
memorize the order.
The prop
then I'm gonna-
saved me in every single test. That
The
saved me because I
prop
would just
saved
memorize.
you?
Because I just memorized those.
Th-
Oh,
this-
I
This
didn't.
is good because like
That's all I
Efrain, what
did.
you're saying is like I already said it. It's you're more numbers, less words, and I'm
Well, it's not even that because
No.
this year I'm screwed. I hate graphing. It is terrible. It is
Right to my
awful.
class.
There is
graphing's
like,
not words. So I'm with
bouncing,
you.
cutting, and seating. It's where did that go?
That thing did not come down.
Oh, it went to my flag. Oh my God. It went
No
to my
way.
flag. That will never happen again. Okay, that never gonna happen again. But
Remember-
seriously, like this graphic, you are drawing a Superman ass on a graph. I'm just like,
Can't
what the
say
heck
that.
is going on?
It's rough. It's rough.
We had like an asynchronous day, and I
We have a quiz tomorrow. We have a quiz tomorrow.
All right. Like I said earlier, I think it's better to focus on positive rather than just talking about our failures.
One time I took a test in Latin and it was so bad that Denver didn't even finish
I
grading
don't
it.
want to hear
It said grade not complete.
1 year or like one
Or
entire
incomplete.
semester.
All right,
of
focusing
Latin,
on the positives.
one entire semester of
Positives,
Latin 2.
positives,
I don't
it's
think I
not
got above
going
an
towards
8. I don't think I got above a 50.
I don't like how this is going. We're just talking about how we failed so far in life. And
I
think
misspelled my own
seeing
name
this, You're
in
gonna be
my
like,
class.
wow, these kids have done absolutely nothing.
No, we are bright young students.
We are, we're
Or
brilliant.
else we wouldn't be at prep.
We are leaders of the world. Look at us. We're future leaders.
See, we're
Colin
talking about-
Yavinsky?
we're talking
Except for
about our
Hefright.
Colin
Except for
Yavinsky,
Hefright.
more like President Yavinsky.
past.
Ryan Rodriguez, more like MLB Commissioner Rodriguez. Joe Morales.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
He's gonna make a company.
Wow.
He's gonna build a company. Joe,
No, I don't like
No.
that pause. That was too long.
No,
of a
that you
pause.
did him so dirty.
That was such an
I was already
unnecessary.
had in mind. I
I
was
had
like,
to think. I had to think.
Patricio.
No, that was horrible.
Dr. Hefright.
You
You
did it
took
so
long.
dirty.
I had to think.
You think about it.
No,
You
because like
think
I'm,
about
I'm
You
kind
did
of
it so
like,
dirty.
thinking about like
Believe that.
I'm just saying. I had to think. I had to think.
You could have said doctor. You could have said dentist. You could
He
have
said
said
anything.
You could have said greatest
Listen.
soccer next Ronaldo.
Football player.
Ronaldo.
anything. I could be the next ping pong champion. You wouldn't even know. You could
You're
have
not
said,
This
good
man
at
could be the
ping
greatest
pong.
athlete of all time, and
but
we
you
have no
had to
idea.
pause. Golly.
Bro, he could break Tom Brady's Super Bowl ring.
He's
record.
gonna be
We
the
don't know.
next professional hiker with all that.
I would start taking hiking as a sport. I'll start timing my hikes. And
He's
be
gonna
one of
start getting like 400-pound backpacks and hiking.
be one of those guys that carries rocks in their bag. And you hear it clanging as he walks.
Harry
He's
Joe
just built
Morales
differently.
is the
Joseph's
next
just built differently.
Hercules.
I will literally start walking with
He
logs.
doesn't walk up the mountain walks up him.
Yeah.
Wait, yo, what? That's not even possible, yo. Come on.
He doesn't hike. He doesn't hike the trails. The trails hike him.
Yup.
Me.
The right way of thinking.
Oh my
my
gosh.
Too funny.
Oh.
That's too funny.
That was such a long pause. Like,
That was just
I could've thought of
disrespectful.
anything. And I could be an author. I could be writing. I could be. A
He
teacher.
could be.
he could be
He-
the next greatest mathematician.
He could be a football player.
I
You
will
know,
create.
be in the fan-controlled football league.
I feel
You
like
never
Joe would
know.
be the type of guy. I feel like Joe would be the type of guy to just fall like backwards into the next groundbreaking math theory. Like
Yeah.
some
No,
kid
no. This would be.
never
I
did
can see.
math in
I
his
see
entire
what you're
life.
saying here. Just like trying to solve some math problem, and you find the equation for a black hole or something.
I
Yeah.
try to do a math problem, but I do it so wrong that I create like my own math. It's like
Create the
groundbreaking.
science.
Then gets the right answer.
he tries to find it, like the Pythagorean theorem, does it so badly that he figures out how to make a Stargate to throw us into the next dimension.
Figure out
Bro,
how
he's
to
just
freaking
trying to find out.
teleport to a
He's
new
just trying to
universe.
find out the Pythagorean theorem and he finds a doorway to the next dimension. So he's gonna find the key
Got
to
the
the fourth
Pythagorean
dimension.
theorem. A portal just pops up in front of him, and he's gone, never to be seen
I'm
again.
just trying to like.
Bro, he's gonna unlock the
simplify a
Infinity
simple
Stones.
question. I
It's
just
gonna be
don't
wild.
know.
You gotta find all the affinities.
I just
Thanos.
Bam, gone.
Oh, dude. It was breaking news. 17-year-old student does math so bad that he opens the gates for new science.
Breaking news: 17-year-old becomes Thanos, turns into a grape.
The lengthy version of Thanos right here, ladies. and
Yeah, that's
gentlemen.
me right here.
If Thanos was an incredible athlete and great at soccer, he discovers the key to the fourth dimension using the Infinity Stones.
I just like learned the fourth because I failed math. It's something I would
You
do.
just learns the
I
fourth.
just,
You just
Oh my
I'm like
God.
Jedi.
Whoa.
I'm just like writing on my paper, and all of a sudden like Yoda like taps on my shoulder, young one, and like gives me a lightsaber.
Lightsaber you have now.
Exactly, and then just like throws
God.
away. And then I go, yeah. But that's
the
in
magic
conclusion. In conclusion,
Joe, master of the force.
yeah.
Master of the force. you are.
In conclusion, I'm pretty bad at math.
Next Jedi, chosen one. The chosen
Stop.
one you are. The prophecy you fulfill you must.
Like,
the
follow
You're the
me, young
chosen
one.
one, Joe. You were sent to destroy the Sith, not join them. Bring
Oh.
balance to the Force, not
Okay.
leave it in darkness.
Okay.
Oh
Going
my-
Star Wars was a great idea.
I need to
Okay,
finish
we've been rambling for a good while. This is
That was
a great episode, guys.
Can you imagine if we
Twice.
did this every time? Like, we are so good.
we
We
could
are-
have
We're
made
so
this
good at the
show
Look at
so-
podcast.
Right?
Look at
He's
this
a goat.
podcast.
What?
Who?
Hefright, no.
When?
Stop.
Where?
Stop. Stop. You're
Why and how?
16th.
Adverb.
You're in 16th place in the TFL recruits.
No, I'm
page.
not. That's so
Get it together.
BS.
Get it together. Get it together.
Bro, the
You put
TFL
me
media made
under
their
Aquino and
Hey,
Teddy
the TFL
Gergen.
You know
made
who's
their
number
decision
one?
to put
You know
Aquino
who's
over
number
you,
one?
and that is the
Teddy
TFL's
Gergen.
media.
Teddy Gergen's a 4-star.
Yeah, do we? Someone put up the TFL page.
I want to see this because I'm not informed.
Hold on, I'll go pull up the TFL
my
page.
God,
for
it
the
How
video.
is
is
Teddy
so
Gergen
funny.
a 4-star after the performance that he put up in Colin's game against me? I think I had 2 picks, shut him down every time. He
That's
didn't
right. The TFL media makes these decisions, and they ruled that Aquino is a better football player than him. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
I agree
I
with
want
that.
to Oklahoma drill Aquino.
You would break. You would break a
It's just
queen.
an
16-year-old kid finds next dimension by knocking some random midget out.
16-year-old kid faces
your own
charges
website?
after he
We have the website.
absolutely destroys
Hold on, I need to move.
a 100-pound boy.
All right, TFL recruits. The TFL media makes these decisions. I'm sorry.
That's my 5-star wide receiver at number
There's
1.
Ryan.
Daniel Patience.
Love to
Nice.
see it. Love to see it.
Which page is a
I'm at 5.
5-star?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Ivitsky deserves better.
Gherkin!
Gherkin.
Now let's go find Hefright.
Just scroll down. Just
This
keep
is so
scrolling.
stupid!
Wait, go down. Go down. Oh, I thought Breza was the only one.
Dude,
Sorry.
I'm almost in last. I'm almost in last.
TFL media makes their decisions.
No, this is so dumb.
Wait, who's the number one?
My wide receiver.
Sir.
Alright,
Yes,
Ryan.
sir. Offensive Player of the Year, Season 1. Let's
Dude,
go.
My entire team is in the top 10. Except for
Except
their
for you.
quarterback.
Except for you.
Except for you.
Like, oh, God.
But hey, Hefright, Revenge Tour. It's Revenge Tour.
Revenge tour. Prove them wrong. Dude,
Prove
I
them
actually
wrong.
think I have one of the better teams.
But
I think we get Peter on here and we could talk about TFL. If
Well, because if you really think about it, Daniel's team is not good anymore.
I think we get Peter on and talk about that if we want to do this.
we
The
should.
only good teams are like ours and then Lucas's. But if Remington's playing QB,
That's a
I don't
tough
know.
Team. That's a tough team to beat, though.
no, Peter's team could easily beat Remington's team. I don't know how they didn't.
Yeah.
Because
I think we could get Peter on the podcast and we could talk about it.
Rod, if you remember our game against them, we beat them like 5-2 because we put Goldman on Lucas. And
That
then,
was- no. That game went all the way to overtime. What are you
Did
talking
it?
about?
I
Oh
swear.
no. It was like 5-4. It was 5-4.
Yeah, it was something. It was close, but it wasn't like close, if that makes sense. But I don't
I
know.
completely mossed Remington that game. I remember that.
Well, yeah, of course. I
First play
expect
of
that.
the day.
I expect that from you. He's 5'2".
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay.
What?
Okay. No. But you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna.
I don't know. I just think we get Peter on and we talk to him about TFL then.
Could be tough. That
'Cause
could
that could be TFL could make a whole episode by itself.
just rambling on about the.
Exactly. Like
Is
that could be
TFL
a whole
sponsored by the
episode by
Locker Room
itself.
Podcast?
What was that?
Is the TFL sponsored by the Locker Room Podcast?
Of course.
Well, then.
Always will be. But yeah, it's a fun league though. I'm glad I'm a part of it.
We could do easily a whole episode dedicated to it. It'd be very good.
Definitely. But hey, the other league that has been on the come up, the fan-controlled football league. I don't know if you guys watched it.
I haven't seen any of this. How does it work?
So basically, I watched a few drives. So you pick a team, and you get to call the plays of that team on offense. Hefright knows what I'm talking about. The fan-controlled football league.
Oh, dude, I love that thing. I'm invested in a team called the Beasts. The coaches are Marshawn Lynch. Here, I'll pull up my team. So the way I downloaded the app, the way it works is you pick one team, and you cannot choose other teams. So once you're with one team,
Gotta stay loyal.
yeah, you gotta stay loyal. So
I say loyal.
my coaches are Marshawn Lynch, Miro, who's a bodybuilder, and then I think it's Renee Washington, who played in the WNBA. Our team is goated. We won. We beat Johnny Manziel last week, so you know how good we are. Yeah. They're actually pushing to get Tim Tebow into
That would be so funny.
Isn't he a baseball player now?
Yeah, he retired actually.
He retired.
like,
He retired.
a couple days ago.
But our game,
Destroyer? Oh yeah, this is my team.
our game. What's your team?
My team is the Glacier Boys.
Oh my God, with Quavo,
Quavo, Richard Sherman, and Destroying.
dude, they got dumped on by the Wild Aces.
I know.
It was bad. No,
bounce
I
back.
they stream it through Twitch, which is smart because
That's genius.
no, because I'm pretty sure Twitch is it's a free streaming service, and
Mhm.
for every subscriber and viewer you get $5 for a subscriber. And if you think about it, the X amount of subscribers, take Tifu in account. He has 30,000 subscribers. So you make $5 a month for every subscriber. And if you have 30,000 subscribers times 5, how much is that?
30,000 times 5.
150,000, right? Am I
Check
wrong?
mark.
No, that's $150,000 a month you're making alone off Twitch. That's crazy.
Math checks out.
But what do you
That's-
think a TV contract gives
Yeah,
you more? I don't know.
He doesn't. They don't have a TV contract, which is good. So they don't
They don't
have
have to pay anybody.
they don't have to pay anybody, and they have their own ads. They're sponsored by Wendy's.
It's tough.
So
I
it's a great idea. The only thing they had to pay for, I'm pretty sure, is they pay the players $4,500 a month or something like that, or a year.
4,500. Okay, I thought you
Yeah,
said
like
45,000.
$4,500 a month. Each player gets. So it's not enough to make a living off of, but it's enough where you could have a little side job, have some fun with it. And it's majority of the players are in it are either playing football for fun because they used to be pretty good and now they're just enjoying a 7v7 league, or they're going to take to the next level. I know there are some QBs and there are some running backs in this league that are very good. So it's a great way to exercise their talents on a live platform, which is really good for the players.
Definitely. I miss the XFL. That was such a. Oh my
What
god.
happened? Didn't The Rock invest
COVID.
money?
No,
Yeah,
COVID.
kind of killed it.
COVID
Well, I'm gonna be
killed
honest. I think the XFL's main problem. This is kind of an insult, but this is just what I think about it. I think their biggest problem was talent.
Well, yeah, but they were. I think they said that they were just gonna. They're kind of like a minor league system, I guess you could say, for the NFL. So you got the XFL and then you got the NFL in terms of talent, which makes sense. But
Defenders.
I don't know. Watching the DC Defenders, I legit think they could have beaten the Washington football team last year. I'm dead serious. Last year, Washington was what, 3-13, something like that.
Last year we were 9.
Not this year. Not this year. Last year.
Oh, last year we were 13. Yeah, our team was terrible.
I'm not talking about this.
We were 7-9 this year, Colin.
Sorry, I
You're
was close. I had 2 numbers. I had the 2 right numbers, wrong order.
Yeah, I was about to say we did not have a winning record.
No.
Sorry.
Did have a
I got
winning record?
confused between last time we made the playoffs when we were 9-7, and I had the two right numbers, so I'm giving myself that one.
But we lost to the Super Bowl champs, so that means we got.
That's
like,
fine.
second
I'm
place.
okay. I'm okay with losing to the Super Bowl champs. That's fine with
You were
me.
the closest team anyway, so that means we
Taylor
get second place.
Heineke.
Heineke.
Heineke came closer to beating Brady than Breeze, Mahomes, and Rodgers. So
Dude, I
Heineke
want to see.
clearly.
Okay, if that's not a fluke and he can actually play like that consistently,
I really hope.
he's gonna be a player to watch.
I think his biggest problem is injury. Like, to be honest, like after both games he's played, he's had
Mhm.
injuries.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he stays healthy.
He was just doing it for the attention.
Who?
Oh, so Joe, he's playing for attention, not to win.
He didn't know. Yeah,
That's
he
the
was
real
faking,
athlete perspective right
he was
there.
faking injuries because he wanted. Yeah.
He just
Bro, you wanted to tease everyone with Steven Montez at quarterback, who was our sixth string.
Love to see it.
Montez Sweat.
Montez Sweat at quarterback would be an animal. Absolute unit.
Dude, I want to see like a linebacker or a left guard play quarterback.
Put in
A couple
put in
of years ago
Chase
at the
Young.
Pro Bowl, they had Von Miller throwing the precision passing.
God.
Oh
He
my
hit
God.
2.
Could you imagine if he like that's more than Lamar Jackson? That's the sad thing. I don't think he hit a single target.
Oh no.
Poor Lamar. Poor Lamar.
God, it's terrible.
If he can figure out how to throw a pass, he's gonna be great.
No, dude, it's the wide receiver core. I'm telling you, our
It's the wide
core
receivers?
is terrible.
You can make that excuse until you have good wide receivers.
no, but
That sounds like the Lamar Jackson fan talking right there.
No, it's
Like,
true.
That truly sounds like a rating.
Go back and watch.
Okay, you both kind of have points. Okay, Lamar is not an accurate passer.
I don't follow
He's
the
not
rate.
the greatest passer in the
He's not a good passer.
No. If you go back and watch the games, you will see him throw like decent enough balls to be caught and some even great balls, but they won't get caught by his wide
Well,
receiver.
this is my point. He's not a good He's not a good passer. He's a decent passer at best.
No, like
But his receivers are maybe
I'll
mediocre.
follow the
he
Ravens.
is good enough at passing to be a legendary quarterback.
Passing's not going to make him legendary.
No, that's what I mean. No, the running is, but if he can still pass a ball decently well, then he'll be a legendary quarterback. And I will
He
stand
doesn't even
by
have
that.
to be good. He has to be decent. Yeah, I get
Just a decent, just a B. You just have to get graded
No
like
matter
a B.
what, I will always stand by that. He is a good enough passer to become a legendary quarterback. He just needs people around him. Like everyone hyped up Kyler Murray,
Kyler
right?
Murray's overrated.
Kyler Murray was good. I feel
but
like.
he has D-Hop. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Like-
definitely. He has that receiver.
Exactly. Like Kyler Murray could throw any ball to D-Hop. It'll get
Mhm.
caught. Lamar Jackson has Hollywood Brown. There's a huge difference between
Who?
D-Hop and Hollywood. I'll
Who?
tell you that right now. And it's annoying.
Who y'all draft last year?
Oh, they
For,
drafted Patrick Queen.
Yeah, Patrick
What
Queen was our
position?
first
That
round.
was a good pick. That was a good pick.
What position? Wait, what
He's a
position?
linebacker.
He's a linebacker.
Did he come in second for Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Yeah. He's great on defense. We also
What do you guys get him at like 25 or something?
we got him
That's
somewhere
a good
late.
pick at 25.
Dude, it's crazy how many great players like draft steals. Like I was watching even with the football team, the Washington football team.
Bro, our starting safety was a 7th round pick.
Yeah, exactly. One
Cam
of the
Curl was
safeties.
a 7th rounder or something.
What was his name?
Cam Curl.
I think that's what I saw. It was like I saw it like the football team made like a TikTok or a video, and they were like our draft picks, and it was who are your draft picks?
Terry McLaurin's a 3rd rounder. Cameron Curl's a 7th or 6th rounder. Our entire D line's 1st round.
No, it was last year's draft class. So it was like Chase Young, defensive rookie of the year. There was
Cam
somebody
Curl
else.
that draft, I think.
What? Yeah, that Cam Curl was. And he was like one of the best. He was very good. And then there was somebody else on that list that was like insane.
Well, I'll go look, but I don't know here. We had
I mean,
our starting free safety for a while. His name was Troy Apke.
Yeah. No,
He
it
was our
wasn't that.
starting
But
safety for like a week or 2.
it was pretty good. He was pretty good.
We draft well, or since like our new since the new after that, or I think it was like I don't know what year was it. The year after we drafted Jonathan Allen, we've been drafting pretty well. That was like 25th. The last 5 years of drafting, I think, been really
Mhm.
good.
Definitely. I think for this draft, are we going for a wide receiver, quarterback, or
I'm
offensive
going-
line?
I think it depends. It's they're most likely going to go out and try and sign a big name.
Mhm.
I would assume so.
What do you think? What do you think about
if they sign
Jones?
a
What do you think of
quarterback,
Mac Jones?
I'd be fine if they took Mac Jones. You'd have Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen's going to be back, so Kyle Allen's probably going to be your starter unless you go sign someone.
Kyle Allen.
He's not bad.
Who is he? Yeah. What about Heineke?
Heineke's
He's
gonna.
solid.
He's more. I would take a guess and say he's gonna be our backup, but he's gonna.
Wasn't Heineke just signed to a 2-year, $4.5 million contract?
I think Heineke's gonna start.
Yeah.
Heineke might start. They're
You
gonna.
don't sign a guy.
No one really knows what's.
You don't
You don't-
sign
you
a
don't
guy to a
sign someone for
2-year,
$4.5
$4.5 million
for 2 years
just to have him sit.
Yeah.
Yes, you have right. The starting quarterback. That's not starting quarterback money.
Not with Alex Smith out.
No, but that's
That's the biggest problem they have right now.
That's
Alex
a,
Smith is their biggest cap hit, and he should not start next year.
Colin, that's a rookie contract. And Heineke's rookie year was last year.
Yeah, it's a 2-year extension. So this upcoming year's 1, following
Yeah,
year 2.
rookie contracts are 3 years long. That's a rookie contract.
Yeah, I'm not
He's getting
saying.
like a top dollar
I'm
for-
saying he's going to be in a QB battle to start.
No, he's not.
I think he's going to be
after
named the starter
He
now.
will.
2 performances compared to Kyle Allen's performances, I think they're gonna give it to him no matter what. And
Yeah,
then,
with Heineke's performance against the Bucks,
Yeah, I mean-
they're gonna give him the over Kyle Allen. Who did he win a game last year?
I don't think he played a whole. I think he might have played one
He
game.
played 2 games, I
He
believe.
tore his ACL or broke his
Yeah,
ankle.
there's
or
no
something.
way. There's no
oh,
way.
if he tore his ACL, then Kyle Allen's probably not gonna start.
Whoa! I thought it was a wait. Hang on.
I forget what it
Let's
was.
see,
It was a
let's
leg
see.
injury.
Or anything in his leg, he's not gonna start.
Or if he broke his ankle, he's not gonna start.
Yeah, he's not gonna start. If there's like a leg involved
Allen,
injury,
Just look up Kyle Allen injury. It'll tell you.
that's
what
the
it is.
same thing. What's happening to
left ankle
Yeah.
dislocated.
Who's the comeback player of the year? Alex Smith.
Alex Smith has 1 year left on his contract. I wouldn't start him.
Why?
Quite frankly, he's not that good.
You know what I would do? I would switch snaps between Alex Smith and Heineke because Alex Smith isn't mobile. Heineke is, so it gives
Like,
you a little bit of
I agree.
diversity.
There's 100% with that because take Alex. If Alex Smith is a better quarterback than Taylor Heineke, you put Alex Smith in that Tampa game, he does not come close to Brady. I'm sorry.
Because if you look at it, if it's like a 3rd and 2 situation as a defense and Alex Smith is in, you know it's going to be probably like a passing play if there's no one in the
Yeah,
back.
Taylor Heineke did
Alex Smith
the
did
thing
so
that
well.
kept him in that game was Taylor Heineke extending the play.
Well, it's because no one expects it. Like no one expects that from a Washington offense. Like no one was ready for Heineke to run the ball. That's why he scored a touchdown. Like
Yeah.
the Bucks
That's why I
defense was
think
not
that
expecting.
Once the defenses kind of hook on to what Heineke is able to do, it's going to be easy to stop him.
Yeah, I think they're two best options when it comes to quarterback. I think they either go sign a quarterback or they go draft one.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've had bad luck with drafting quarterbacks. I think we just signed one.
Okay, we're
We're
0 for
Haskins.
1. Joe, there wasn't a-
We're
wha-
0 for 1.
oh, never mind. You're right.
No, I mean no. I think we're 0 for 2.
RG
What about
our?
our
Oh,
RG? That was just injury though, honestly.
And we drafted Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins was not a bad draft.
That was a win. That was a
That was a win. That was not.
That was a
But we
win
don't have him.
Is he still on your team?
Exactly. We don't have
on the
him.
Vikings. But we had him when he was good. Now he's not good anymore. So
I think he's
it's a win.
done better on. I mean,
Would you have paid him $84 million?
who
Kirk Cousins.
for when? Now
Did
or
we
before?
pay? Did Washington pay?
Vikings made him the highest paid player in NFL history when he signed his contract.
Yeah.
He
when he
did
signed
pretty
it.
well. In his initial seasons with the Vikings, he did pretty well.
Yeah,
Vikings
his
are
first
in-
seasons with the Vikings are better than pretty much any with the Redskins.
Yeah,
I don't know. He made the playoffs 1 year, so I'm considering it a win. So
like
If we're considering a win making the playoffs 1 year, we're a sad organization.
we are a sad organization.
We
Joe.
are. We're
we are a
trying
sad
our
organization.
I'm just saying that should not be a win for a
We've made the playoffs twice in the last 25 years.
Oh my. 3
We're
times.
trying our best here.
Oh no, 3 times. Sure.
RG3,
This year,
Kirk
RG3.
Cousins, and then Heineke.
And,
And
then
we matched
also,
up against who did RG3 match up against? Was it
Seattle.
Seattle. All right, so we went to the last 3 times in the last 25 years. We played Seattle, we played Aaron Rodgers, and we played Tom Brady. That's
Mhm.
pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. It's been rough.
All 3 of those games at home.
Well, it's because you guys are always the last seed. You bums.
Because
You
it's
don't
the
host a
NFC
home
East.
playoff game if you're the last seed.
Did you?
Oh.
When did you host a playoff game?
Last
We hosted
year
one.
or this
this
year.
year.
Oh my! Shut up! You were 7-9. You were
That
7-9.
counts. That
Your point
still
was we were the
counts.
last seed. We were
You
not
guys
the last
wouldn't
seed.
have even made this. You wouldn't have made the playoffs if you weren't in a different division. That was
No, I
completely
know.
wrong.
I'm not saying that. I'm not
If
saying
you're
that.
not in a division that sucks, you aren't touching the playoffs ever. And if
Our
Go
Dak,
division
cry.
is normally
Go cry. Go
Dak-
cry.
our
Cry
division
about it.
goes 2
Scott,
ways. It goes
Dak-
2
Cry
ways.
about it.
Colin,
Dude.
is there a way that you could edit like a little baby like wham over Hefright right now?
Dude. Dak Prescott getting injured was literally Jesus. Because you know what?
That's right. We scored 45 and then
I don't
like
know. Andy
33.
Dalton and Ben DiNucci are pretty solid quarterbacks. Don't ever diss
No.
them. Okay?
Ben DiNucci, no. And
That's right. Our division is normally either really bad, like atrociously bad, or really good.
in recent
Eagles
years,
won the
Andy
Super
Dalton.
Bowl
past
in
5
2018.
years, bad.
There was 2 years they were very good.
Like the Eagles winning the Super
Eagles
Bowl.
won the Super Bowl. Cowboys won 13-3. Giants won 11 games.
The Eagles winning the Super Bowl
Giants
was a
won 2 Super
fluke.
Bowls.
Like
What?
they were not like they were okay, but they were
Sure,
not.
I'll go with fluke, but they were still a very good team.
Debatable. A 9-7 team is not good.
They did. Cowboys won
Progress.
13-3.
It's progress. Okay. We
No,
went from
no, you
3
had progress
and
for a
13.
single season, and then you
3-13.
you had progress for a
7-9.
single
That is
season, and
improvement.
then none of the
That is
teams went above
improvement.
500.
Okay.
When they won the
your
Super Bowl, they were
division
13-3,
used to
right?
be
Worry
They
insane.
were
about your
13-3.
Your division used to be so good, like insane. I'm
That's all I
telling you.
hear.
What is it the NFC North or East?
East.
That division used to be the best division in football.
Historically, it's the best division.
Historically, yes. Recent years, you'll have. Let me rephrase.
The last time the division was good was 2017.
What?
2017, 2018 was the last good year.
What was the top record?
All right. Well,
13
to
and
be
3.
fair,
What was the next best record?
9-7,
What was
To
the
be
next
fair.
best record?
7-9, and then the
That's-
Giants won 3-13.
That's not a
Okay.
like that's an okay division. Like
Here-
13-3 is a good team.
yeah, but like that's normal for most divisions is like 13-3 or 14-2, and then you have like a 10-6 team or an 11-5 team.
How about this? This was the year before that.
I'll give you when was the
Direct
year
year
that
before that.
RG3? When was
Cowboys
the
went 13-3. Giants went 8-5. Washington went 8-7-1. So 3 teams had winning records.
yeah, like
And the Eagles were 7-9.
Nick, that's good. That's
good.
solid.
That's well rounded.
Like that's well rounded. But I'm like,
well,
and,
here's
like-
the thing. Here's the thing. This year, the NFC East was bombarded by injuries. Giants, Saquon Barkley, done. He was out for the season. Cowboys, Prescott, done, out. Washington, what we have? Alex Smith was getting injured a lot. Kyle Allen got injured a lot. Who else? Bunch of other guys probably. And then Eagles, I don't know who else got injured.
Yeah, but he said a bunch of other.
he
guys.
said a bunch of
I'll,
other
I'll
guys.
run
Bunch of
run
other
through
guys,
the standings. All right. So 2019-2020, the division was terrible. All right, but it was 9-7, 8-8, 4-12, 3-13. Terrible. Year before that, it was 10-6, 9-7, 7-9, 5-11. That's pretty bad, but not the worst.
Yeah.
Year before that, it was NFC. It was 13-3, 9-7, 7-9, and 3-13. If you want a comparison, the NFC North was pretty much identical.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were average. Every team pretty much did the same. Every division did the same that year, pretty much. Year before that, we were probably the best division.
What was the year before that?
3-13, 11-5, 8-7, 7-9.
Wait, no.
Yeah, we
like,
were.
the
We
year
were the
you
we were the only
probably-
division in the NFC with 2 10-win teams.
Really?
How do you?
You were probably the best division in the NFC.
I haven't looked at the AFC. I could look at it though.
The
Oh no,
AFC
we definitely were not.
Yeah, the AFC is 100% better than the
The
NFC.
AFC is
Right.
normally better though.
Yeah, it's always better.
Listen, chill.
Like, I don't know.
All right. Okay, I'm not really sure where this is going, but
I don't know. It just
it's
seems like
either really good or really bad.
And we got. Oh my god! All right, I think it's time.
I
we wrap
I
this
agree
up.
with that. This was a good episode. I don't know
This is a
how long
solid
we've been running,
episode.
but
This was the Locker Room Podcast featuring me, Joseph, Colin,
TV.
Hefright. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on Twitter. I'll be more active, I promise. Go check out all the TFL pages and whatever we got. We're gonna have Peter on this episode soon. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Anything else?
Stay tuned.
Yep, we got a couple things to look forward to. You got 3 good guests that we mentioned at the beginning of the episode lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could also add Peter in if you all really want that.
That would be
But
nice.
yeah, just if you want someone to be on the podcast, reach out to us on Twitter or Instagram. Me and Hefright run that. The DMs are always open on the Locker Room
Always.
Podcast.
Oh, I'm keeping this. Yeah.
I like the
Mhm.
filters.
You like the filters?
All right, this has been the Locker Room Podcast. Thanks for listening. If you've listened the whole way through, we love you. That's my main message.
It was a
Love
long
you.
one. Peace and love.
Bye.
Peace out. See ya.